Welcome back to Guff-Gaaf Unfiltered. I'm your host, Sudesh Gurung. So, if you're in Ottawa and if you're a food lover, this episode is for you. Because today on my podcast, I have a guest who does a content creation on food reviews. Go to Instagram and type Binging with Basel, then you'll find really fun content about foods in Ottawa. So, let's welcome him. Basel, welcome to my show.
What an intro, huh? I never thought I would have an intro like that. But that's interesting, man. Thank you.
Looking at your content, and it's very catchy, right? It's like, I want to watch it.
Yeah.
So first of all, tell me two best cuisine or restaurants right now that I may be missing.
Yeah.
Because I have FOMO, so I want to know what's the two best restaurant that you have right now
Well, what are you into?
in Ottawa. Ethnic cuisines.
Ethnic cuisines. Like what?
Anything like ethnic could be like, let's say Korean, Indian.
Oh,
like that.
Korean or Indian. So there's a place I haven't tried yet, but there's a lot of people raving about it. It's called Parley. It's pho. It's halal pho, so it's very open to everybody. Like it everybody's can go there and kind of try it out, especially the Muslim community because some of them don't eat anything but halal.
Yeah.
So that's been one suggestion. Because a lot of the food that I do, if you notice on my channel, it's a lot of grab and go, right? I'm
Yeah.
not looking for anything neat. I'm just looking for something that's grab and go. Because usually, believe it or not, even as a food reviewer, I don't like sitting down in restaurants, spending time, all that. Because life is like things are quick, things move fast. So I like to grab the food and head out.
Yeah.
So I look for more places that sandwich based. Let me grab a sandwich and head out, or let me just grab a shawarma or head out. So I'm looking for things that a lot of times I just grab and go. That's why you'll notice a lot of my content in my car
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah.
Very rarely do you ever see me in a restaurant unless we're going out with friends, having breakfast, things like that. Personal favorite cuisines, honestly, like Afghan, Iraqi. I'm gonna be biased and say Egyptian is number one for me.
Yeah.
But that's because I grew up eating Egyptian food, and my mom is a great cook. But I love Afghan, Iraqi food, Persian food, Turkish food. Like those are the kind of cuisines that I really really love. If we were to go Iraqi, I'll tell you it's El Furat. It's not in Ottawa, it's in Toronto, but
Okay.
that's probably one of the favorite like Iraqi food I've had. El Furat. You want Afghan here in Ottawa? Personally, I go Mizban. Mizban is probably my favorite one. It's out in Bayshore.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go Persian, it depends. So if you want to go sandwiches, there's a place out near Maryville. I did a review on it. I'm just trying to remember what it's called. It's something sandwich. I'd have to check it out. But it's a Persian place. It's beside Service, Ontario. They have like the best kebab sandwiches you'll have. Like it's my highest rated sandwich till today.
Yeah.
And then if we're gonna talk restaurant wise, there's not a lot of options. There's like 3 restaurants you can go to, but Persian Express or not Persian Express, Saffron House on Bank Street. That one is probably the one of the few that you can go to, but they have really good Persian food.
Nice. I'm gonna have to take notes on all those
All those
great
places.
restaurants. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't tried a lot of food from those areas, right? Like you're mentioning Egyptian, Iraqi, Persian food. But I'm trying. Like I'm trying to explore a little bit more.
Yeah.
So Ottawa is known for what is it called? Shawarma Capital.
Yes.
Is that true? What do you think?
It is true. It is true. And the biggest proof was the viral shawarma trend. So as soon as it got dropped, as soon as the video got dropped, and the funny enough, the shawarma trend was not dropped by a foodie. It was somebody I think that she does home designs or things like that. She dropped a video saying, the viral crispy shawarma is in Ottawa, and it was being served at the time Greek on wheels. Food reviews near me. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the channel. He picked up on the trend. He started going to different shawarma places, and then all of a sudden you're seeing the city like light on fire. You had garlic and onions switch from his $15 24-inch shawarma to viral crispy shawarma. Lineups. Grilled shawarma got on it, and grilled shawarma honestly is really good shawarma too. And then finally we even had Palace. Palace normally does not chase trends.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's Palace. They're in their own league of their own. A lot of the shawarma shops that you see open in the city, they're ex-Palace employees. So Seeing how fast the city picked up, I was like, that's crazy. We definitely are the shawarma capital of the world. I went to Montreal, and there was only one location. They're called Shawarma Moods. That location was packed. There was lineups out the door, but it was the only place that hopped on it. And we're talking about, this is 2 weeks after Ottawa had already been on the trend. 2 weeks after we've had like 5, 6 shawarma shops hop on it, go crazy. And then you're like, yo, Montreal, the food scene, first of all, like away from shawarma, they have amazing food scene. Like we can't compete. Like I'll tell you right now, they have some of the best food. Montreal and Toronto, like the food scene is crazy.
Yeah.
But to see how slow they hopped on the shawarma trend, I was like, okay, like this is definitely our thing. Like shawarma is Ottawa's thing. And you saw a post after that saying the shawarma business started booming again in Ottawa. There was like lineups everywhere,
Wow,
right?
okay.
And it was all because of one trend. And that trend, obviously, it's nothing crazy, right? Like it's just an extra crispy shawarma. Everybody did it their own way. If we were to like get technical about it, like Shawarma Chef was already doing it, and they already had a nice way of doing it, putting za'atar and sesame seed on it. And in my personal opinion, Shawarma Chef is my favorite shawarma place in the city. And yeah, just Ottawa just was killing the trend within a couple of weeks. All these places. Meanwhile, Montreal, you have one shop. The shawarma is mid. Like it is an okay shawarma at best. Like it's not that good. But they had insane lineups, and because it was just one location, they capitalized on it. So
Yeah, so in terms of talking about shawarma, like I want to get back to it later on too.
yeah,
I was in an event, and there was a new Syrian refugee came to Canada, and we were in the event together, and he was a guest speaker, and he was saying, "We Syrian make the best shawarma in the world. Maybe you have tasted different shawarma, but Syrian is the best." And that time I haven't tasted shawarma. I have seen the restaurants, and then I started, getting curious with shawarmas. Then I tried a couple of them,
yeah.
and now like Ottawa is known for shawarma. Everyone's talking about it, even my friends from other cities. What do you think it's like originated in terms of like shawarma? Is it mostly like Middle East? Different cultures have different ways of making it.
So the different cultures definitely have a different way of making it. So the shawarma I grew up eating, right? I'm Egyptian. If you want to try Egyptian shawarma, you can go check them out at Tuts. They make Egyptian shawarma, and it's not made on saj wrap or pita wrap. Like it's none of that stuff. It's literally bread,
Yeah.
right? And it's like usually it's thinner, longer, but Tuts has like the small, chunky bread, and it's shawarma mixed with garlic. Mixed with a few other things, and you make it at home. And usually, they chop it off the spit,
Yeah.
and then they mix it up, and then they fill the sandwiches with it. There's no veggies that go with it. You don't see, you just only parsley, like a spray of parsley. That's it. So that's the shawarma I grew up eating. Now you got different cultures making it a different way. You have the Syrian, they have their saj, and they keep it simple: pickles, garlic, and the shawarma. That's it, and then some pomegranate molasses. Royal Rooster does their shawarma is Syrian shawarma, and then you have the Lebanese way where the way it's being done right now, right, with Palace and all these guys. They fill it with all these toppings and all that. And it's funny enough, there's a shop in Lebanon called Canadian Shawarma, right? They call it Canadian Shawarma or Canadian Shawarma, and they're serving shawarma our way.
Oh, okay.
Like the Palace way, the same way it's being served here with all these toppings. So you go and you're like, food right now, it's one of those, it belongs to a certain culture, but everybody takes it, that runs with it, does their own style with it, right? I can go and say doner wraps, right? It's similar. It's not shawarma, but it's similar. Like it's like that's the Turkish way of doing shawarma, right? Or the Euro wrap, the Greek way. So if you look back on like the food history and all that stuff, like I'm not deeply researched in it, but on the few things that you research, you notice that there's so many things that combine cultures. Just recently, there's a Mexican living in Egypt, right? And she made like 2 or 3 posts comparing foods, Mexican food to Egyptian food, and it's like almost like for like, your beans this, our beans that. Your falafel this, our falafel that. Your juice this, our juice that. And it's like, she's Mexican. She's all the way, they have their own pyramids. And, look how far off she is from Egypt. But they have very similar cuisine. So if you look at food, like every culture has their own style of doing a specific kind of food. You may not have the exact same item,
Right.
but you changed up the spices, you changed up the style, and now you have your own menu that's unique to your culture. But if we were actually to sit down and start comparing, you'll see there's a lot of similarities. The Middle Eastern cuisine, for example, has a lot of similarities to the Turkish cuisine, right? But that's because a lot of it did originate from them, right? There's certain items that a lot of people think, oh, we started it. Like the Syrians will say we started this, or the Lebanese will say we started that. But some items actually originated in ancient Egypt. Like it's to that level. Like you're like, holy crap. You know, some items that belong to us that, as culturally, as we've normalized seeing it under the Syrian culture or the Lebanese culture, and now everybody's trying to claim it. But the actual history belongs to us, or like a different cultures. So food in general, like I don't try to think too much of it, right? Just because, is it good or not? That's what I care about.
Yeah,
I'm trying to eat. I'm not trying to learn here.
Yes.
So I'm trying to just eat and enjoy my food.
It's the taste that matters, right?
Yeah. Because are you gonna stop eating something because it belongs to a certain culture, right?
Yeah. So, in terms of content creation, right? When
Yeah.
I was starting my podcast, I used to think a lot like, what do I do? Do I start podcasts or travel blogs? There are different options now. Travel blogs, um, podcasts. People make like content on daily activities, and there's the food reviewers.
Yeah.
If people don't know about food reviewers, like they're pretty popular throughout the world. Like everyone is, like following them. So binging with Basel, how did you come up with the idea that I'm gonna start reviewing foods in Ottawa?
Honestly, I'm a big foodie, so I eat a lot of food. Sometimes I travel countries. My friends don't even like to travel with me just because to get from point A to point B, we're stopping at C, D, E, and they're just a bunch of restaurants.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm just grabbing food on the go, right? I just love, like, food can make or break my trip. Like, it's to that level. Some countries have delicious food, and if I go there and I enjoy the food, I don't even have to do much experiences. Bro, like, I love this country.
Yeah.
Just because they have really, really good food. So the reason I started it was because I know, like, you see some businesses, right? Like COVID came, hit a lot of businesses. Some businesses went bankrupt, and some places no longer exist before COVID. And even now, there's still businesses. And then you see some good businesses, like food that you like, and you're no longer able to go get it just because the place couldn't survive, all that. So you're like, you know what? Some of these places are really, really good, and you just need the attention or the marketing to kind of bring awareness to people in the city. Oh, we have this.
Right.
Just go check it out. This is really good. And that's why I started it. I saw a few food reviewers, and I realized the market is super young, and it's still young. Keep in mind, like when I was thinking about this was like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
I only started last year. And now you're seeing a lot more food reviewers, and the market is still young. Like Ottawa is still in the early phases. There's a lot of restaurants that don't pay attention to food reviewers. There's a lot of restaurants that don't look for marketing. There's a lot of restaurants that don't care about getting awareness. They think, oh, we're going to sell good food and that's it. Okay, word of mouth can only go so far.
That's right.
Right? You, for example, I'm sure you have your circle of friends, and your circle of friends have their circle of friends, but it's only going to travel so far. When you have somebody that already has a fan base, you have 10,000 followers, they have 1,000 followers. Because even Ottawa, by the way, it's so young that having 1,000 followers or 5,000 followers is a lot.
Yeah.
Being able to post a video, get 10,000 views, like 10,000 views for anybody that watches YouTube, or you look at 10,000 views and you're like, yo, this guy is trash.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is not good. It's 10,000 views. It's not that interesting. But 10,000 views, localized views for Ottawa, for food, for a restaurant, that's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of customers. And I know that firsthand because when a video hits 10,000 views or 15,000 or even just like 5,000, I'm getting messaging the business, how are things, or the business messages me, hey, thank you for posting. We're seeing a lot of traffic, this, and then now these customers are going, word of mouth travels. On top of that, food reviewers in the city follow each other. So you can't just look at somebody and say, oh, he has 500 followers. Yeah? Well, in those 500 followers, he has somebody that has 20,000 followers who's a foodie in Ottawa. He has somebody that has 15,000. He has somebody that has 100K. They're not food, but they're like lifestyle in Ottawa. And all these people, they're watching your stuff. And then they go and they're like, yo, you know what? Like, this place looks sick. Not because I advertised it in this amazing light. I could have advertised it in average light because I try to just be consistent, right? Like, I'm not biased. If something is good, I'm going to tell you it's good. If something is bad, I'm going to tell you it's bad. But just because it looks nice.
Yeah.
Because the guy did a good job. Yeah, he's serving good food, and he served me good food, and that's his standard. And I just videotaped it. And now you got food reviewers that are going to go advertise. You already have people that follow me from my stuff that are going to go try it out. Look at how many more people now you have coming to your place, right? And social media, like, this is not new. Like, when I went to Egypt, there's a huge food reviewer like scene there, massive.
Really?
One of the big ones, his name is Amr Al Hadi. This guy, like 2.3 million followers. So he's like, now he gets to travel. He gets to travel to like Dubai, gets to travel to Asia, gets to travel to different places, and he's reviewing food, right? But he's very localized most of the time. It's Egypt. When we went there, like when I was trying to find food recommendations, his channel, I'm just scrolling through, and I'm catching a taxi here, catching a taxi there, and I'm just going to try out his food recommendations, right? And I'm not going off of, is this guy saying it's hype? I don't care. Like people's opinion, like on social media, I don't get influenced that much, or I try not to get influenced that much. I just look at something if it's good or not, right? Because even if I try to do a disservice, right, I squish this burger or whatever it is that I do to the burger to make it look bad.
Yeah.
It's obvious on camera that you did something to it.
That's right. That's
Right?
right.
But when something is nice, people notice, and you know people notice because you see the comments. People be like, oh, the meat looks kind of dry, the pizza's a little undone, like undercooked, and you're like, people notice these things. So I can't. So even if I want to go hype up your place, I want to lie to people, and I go and I show them your food. You think people are not gonna notice it's done badly or it looks terrible? No, they are gonna notice these things. So at the end of the day, having a good product is one thing. Marketing it is another level, because in the Middle East, there's a few shops that blew up during COVID. Like, when I say blew up, they now have over like 200 locations across like 10 countries, and they're trying to expand worldwide. They're trying to get in the West. Most notably, there's a place called Bileben in Egypt. Bileben is a dessert shop in Egypt. They specialize in making neat things, and they do steal some ideas from other shops.
Yeah.
But their marketing is where they excel at. So they have really, really, really good marketing. To the level of they got shut down for a while. Like, somebody reported food poisoning, and they're operating in Saudi Arabia. And then that became like, they shut down for like a couple of months because they came for the big guys. They started, expanding so good, and their marketing was doing so well. They started dissing other shops, right?
Yeah.
And people didn't like that. And obviously, food poisoning or whatever the case is that happened. And a lot of people that try it, they tell me it's mid. They don't like it. Like, a lot of my friends that go to the Middle East, I tell them, oh, try Bileben, try that. I loved it. Like, when I was in Egypt, I was having it at least twice a week. When I was standing in lineups just to go get their food, because I like their food, but also their marketing is insane. The way they advertise their pistachio, their tray lychee cake, and they're just really, really good. When you have a good product and you market it,
It blows up.
and it blows up, you're doing so well after that. Like, you're really, really good. Like Ottawa has had shawarma shops forever.
Yeah.
What boosted the market? It was one viral video of a shawarma that's been done like that forever, in a place that's in Dearborn, Amos Hammy's. That's the place that originally did the trend. Like, and it wasn't even like somebody just took the shawarma. It was very crispy. People liked it. She got millions of views. Became a viral trend. And that's how it blew up. And then it revived other markets around it.
Yeah. Even the marketing has changed, right? Like, previously, if there's a new restaurants open, like, they will have big boards on the street, or people dressed up with chicken on the street, and like, here's the discount. We don't see that anymore. Like, it's mostly now I get, like, in social media, somebody adds me, I look at it's like a new restaurant is opening in Ottawa, right?
Yeah.
It completely changed to social media from being out there in the street, right? What do you think? Is that the case in Ottawa where more restaurants are leaning towards social media?
Yeah, because to be honest, I don't really care about your mascot. Like, I don't want to come see a chicken dancing for me.
Yeah.
There's a place in Orleans, and I don't like calling people out. Shawarma. So the Garlic King, Garlic King. You know, this guy. I'm the best shawarma. He dresses like a king, has
Oh,
his throne, has a purple car. And this was back in 2018 when I used to see this, right? This was before like the blow up of
yeah.
TikTok and all that stuff. And I'm just like, I'm not attracted to your shawarma shop because of your crazy mascot and all that. But now, you know, if somebody shows me a good food place, like a nice looking cheesecake, something drizzles on it,
Yeah.
it looks good when you open it. I want to go try it out, right? Like there's a new shop. And by the way, the longer you do this, the more you know which shop will go viral, which shop won't go viral. There's a place I did recently, not that recent, like a month ago. They sell 2 smash burgers for $8.50. They're on Walkley Road. And when they first reached out, they're like, oh, you know, we're just a new shop. They were just open for a few days. We want you to come try us out. I was like, yeah, sure, we'll set something up. I tried to set something up, but they had like family matters. And then they told me follow up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks came, but I was very busy. I completely forgot about it. And then there's another account. His name is John Claude. He does marketing. He owns one of the Juice Dude's locations.
Okay.
He went and tried out the place, and he reminded me. I'm like, no. And before I even clicked on his video, like I knew these because So what happened was I looked at the menu beforehand, and I wanted to go because I saw they had 2 smash burgers for $8.50. I was like, listen, he could be selling the worst smash burgers. To sell 2 smash burgers for $8.50 is insane, by all standards. Like, it doesn't matter how good or bad your food is. Like the fact that you have a crazy deal like that. If I advertise it on video, I know this video will get a lot of views. So when I saw him post it, and this was during like I had like back injury. I wasn't moving around the city much, and I was not in the mood. I was like, no, and I literally looked at the video. I looked at my friend. I was like, this video is gonna go viral.
Yeah.
I need to go tomorrow to post it because I thought this was gonna be my first 100K video if I got to it first. So I look at the views the next day. He's like 44K, 45K views, and I'm like, I knew it. It's too good of a deal for people to pass on. So I go the next day. I messaged him right away because it had been like 3 weeks or 4 weeks at that point. And I was like, yo, are you guys good? Let's go. Like, I'll come by, try it out. They're like, yeah, sure. So I go and I post the video, and even though somebody already had got to it, it still did well because, again, it's a crazy deal. Like, that video, I think, did over 20K or 25K for me, right? Which is a lot. Like, I don't have a lot of followers. Like, I have 2,500 over between TikTok and Instagram, and at the time I didn't have that number of followers either. So the video like that did well. The deal was good. So and honestly, now you know what's gonna do well, what's not gonna do well based off what you see in trends, and based off what you see in how the food looks. What's the deal like?
All right.
Do you have a good hook? Are you able to advertise it right? Because sometimes too, a place can be really, really good, but you fail to advertise it properly too. There's so much learning that comes with it. This is also the other thing is this is my first rodeo doing social media content.
Yeah.
A lot of other people that have been around, they've either been around long enough where they've learned and they've changed their style and adapted to what works for them, or they've done social media content before and they've switched to food creation.
Yeah, talking about content creation, there's another food reviewer that you have collaborated a couple of times.
Yeah.
2 Bite Reviews.
Yes.
I don't know much about him. I have checked his content too.
Yeah.
How did you guys? They say like, do you know him?
Oh, I know him personally.
Oh.
So his brother is pretty much one of my best friends. So I've known 2 Bite Reviews like way back before he was 2 Bites Reviews.
Okay.
Like, people know him as 2 Bites, but I know him by his personal name. So
Okay.
So when I started doing this, I had told none of my friends I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be an organic reach. Like, I wanted people to just bump into my videos, friends included, right? And I just wanted to see who was gonna follow along the road. Because at the time too, TikTok would show you who follows you, who shows your
Yeah.
profile. So
Yeah.
it's almost like I want to see who's going to support me from the beginning.
Mm.
And he was one of the first. Like, at the time, I think he waited until I hit 200 followers, I think it was. And he's like, you know what, let's collaborate. But he waited for me to hit like a certain number, and he's like, you know what, let's do this. But yeah, no, I've known him personally for a long time.
Okay. And I think in Ottawa now, the number of, again, food reviewers are increasing, right? And like you said, it's still new, but
Yeah.
one of the content that I saw that you were interviewing, or 2 Bite Review was interviewing, and it was all content creators from Ottawa.
Yeah.
There's one who does in Carleton University. I know him.
Yeah.
And so is there a network of food reviewers?
That's the thing I discovered. So there are events where sometimes restaurants, or when they're doing a grand opening, they'll invite a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
And every restaurant invites a different community. So the nice thing is whether you get invited here, whether you get invited there, you're always going to meet different people. Sometimes it's the same people, sometimes it's different. When I went to Crumble, there was a lot of guys that were at an earlier event. So Super League actually had hosted an event earlier. And a lot of these guys I met at Super League, and these guys are like big content creators, like millions of viewers, millions of followers. Like, they're big. Like, these guys are the biggest guys in Ottawa, pretty much.
Yeah.
So when I went to Crumble Cookie, when Crumble called me, I was like, yeah, I'm coming, because I knew the owner too. He was also at the Super League event. So when he messaged me, he's like, we're gonna do our grand opening. I'd love for you to come. There's gonna be a lot of people. Great network opportunity. I was like, yes. And when I was going, keep in mind, this was my second event. The first event I ever attended was February of last year, and it was Tuts. But at the time, I was very, very shrunken down, because I was just new to the scene, and I was seeing people that have been doing food, and people that I see on my timeline a lot. And even though they follow me, or some of them followed me because they saw me collaborate with 2 Bites, I was still a little shy to approach a lot of these guys. But this time around, because I was like, you know what, I wanna put a lot of big faces out there. I wanna do a nice commercial, or like a nice video for Crumble, where I'm not giving my opinion. I just want people to give their opinion, and I want to do interview style, because essentially I rather move away from just me being the focus. I rather do interviews. I love doing interviews with people. And then, so when I went there, I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to get as many people as I can, whoever wants to give their opinion, whoever wants to be on camera, and let's try to do something good. And Crumble is a big brand. So for me, it was more like, I want to showcase what I can do. So when I went there, I saw these guys. Everybody was down. Everybody, by the way, super, super humble guys. You wouldn't think, like, they're big influencers. They don't look at you and like, oh, bro, get out of here. You're small time. They're very, very humble, very, very helpful guys. Like, you ask questions, they answer. They're not holding back. When I went there, I just took my chance. I was like, guys, how about we do this, 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 this? Everybody was on board. I was like, let's do it.
Is there anything that you learned particularly from those kind of content creators?
A lot of times it's consistency. That's the key, consistency. When I started my food channel, there was a girl that had started around the same time as Ravello. And she stopped. But she's like, hey, I follow your channel. I saw her at a friend, I guess we had mutual friends. I saw her at a birthday party. She's like, hey, I saw you. I follow your channel. And she's like, oh, I used to do food. I was like, used to? Why'd you stop? She's like, honestly, like the only one thing I can tell you is you just have to be very, very consistent, because I started around the same time as this person, this person, this person. And at the time, they were just telling me, we just got to be consistent, keep going. They kept growing. She didn't. She wasn't as consistent, and she's gone. I have a personal friend of mine. She started a food channel. And at the time she started, there was maybe 2 or 1. So it was very easy for her to go, like, ask restaurants, let's do giveaways, let's do this. Because there was only like 2 or 3 in Ottawa at the time.
Yeah.
She stopped, and she had like 7K followers, I think. Like she had a good number of followers.
Yeah.
When I look at her now, I'm like, yo, had you continued, you would have been like top 3 in the city, top 2.
Yeah.
It was you and 2 other people. You probably would have been top 3. But yeah, so consistency. The biggest proof is food reviews near me. There was a time when I started, for like 3 months, I was lazy to put out content. A lot of the big guys were lazy to put out content. Like, I was not seeing content anywhere. Like, food content actually was, at an all-time low in Ottawa for some, especially the people that I followed. And then this guy came out of nowhere, food reviews near me, starts posting videos, and he's getting followers, viewership, he's scaling it. And I was like, wow, like this guy has his way, and he's moving fast. Like we're talking like in 3 months, he already had 10K followers. He's moving quick. And I asked him, I think it was like 2 months in or so, I was like, bro, like what's your advice? Because I know you're not new to content creation, because I knew he had like another channel. But always he's like, bro, you just got to be consistent. And he was posting every day, like imagine you're going, you're shooting, you're trying, you're posting all in the same day. Sometimes it's twice, 3 times a day. So like I look at what he does and I'm like, man, that's amazing. Like the hustle, the grind for him, insane. When I see people like be critical of other influencers and things, I'm like, yeah, but they've earned it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I hate when I see businesses try to downplay what content creators do and things like that, because people go to your restaurant. That's gas. They go and spend money on food, especially when they're starting out. They're spending money on your food. And then they advertise for you. Sometimes they get lucky, the viewership goes crazy, sometimes they don't. But they still give you some kind of marketing towards your restaurant.
Yeah.
So when you try to downplay people's efforts and saying, oh, they're useless, or I don't believe in marketing and things like that, at some point you're gonna one of two things. You're gonna eventually buy out into the idea, and you're gonna go hire somebody, and you're gonna spend a lot of money because you think they're gonna get your results. So you're gonna go hire somebody, spend $1,000, $1,500 to come and do a review for you. You've just bought into the idea into a more expensive way.
That's right. Yeah.
Or you're gonna have to go hire a company, spend X amount of dollars to just do marketing for you, and then by that time you'll be catching up, especially if you have other competition. Because right now the food scene in Ottawa is growing, and it's rapid. The other day I posted a Turkish restaurant. People were complaining, "Oh, there's too many Turkish restaurants in Ottawa." Is there? Like, to me, I don't think there's too many Turkish restaurants. At the end of the day, us as customers, we're gonna vote for who stays and who goes, but with our money, right?
Yeah.
If you're good, you're gonna stick around. If you're not good, you're not gonna stick around. It's as simple as that.
That's right. Yeah.
So there's never too much of anything. One time I posted a video about a meat pie place, and I was like, guys, I don't think we're just the shawarma capital. I think we're the Manaish capital of the world too. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, why is everybody doing the same thing? For a long time. By the way, we're talking like 5 years ago. People started doing what's called a duplex. So a duplex manusha is cheese. You put it in, you put za'atar on top of it. So when you take it, it's like a pizza with za'atar on top.
All right.
With all these Manaish shops that we have, why has nobody sold the duplex manusha, right? So I feel like there's no such thing as too much. You just need people that's going to come, that's going to do something different and shake up the market, do something in a unique sense, and let us kind of enjoy that. Because even though we're seeing so many restaurants and all that, Ottawa is still a very young market.
Yeah.
Very, very, very young market. And we are behind.
And we're the capital of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And you're right. You said it. We're the capital of the country.
You talked about pies, and I just got some memories. I went to Richmond High School.
Yeah.
And we used to walk in lunchtime, 2 minutes from there, and there's a pie place, Jaatar pie, and then meat. And then at the end, they will ask, spice lemon? And I will say, yes. And they just put it, best one.
Yeah.
Every day, I had money, I just go to there for lunch,
Yeah.
It's a sweet memory. And sometimes I go there and, if I'm hungry, I'll just drop by and then meat pie and then spicy lemon. Yes.
Yeah.
I'd never forget that.
It's funny. Anytime you pass around lunchtime, you're always seeing Richmond students in that area.
Yeah.
Just grabbing meat pies, or are you guys grabbing shawarma from Mangoes?
Yeah.
That's the area.
Talking about Turkish restaurant, I got introduced 2 years ago.
Yeah.
There's one in Carling, I think, and now they opened in Bank Street. I don't know their name. Peterbell.
Yeah.
Damn, I never heard about it. I went there first time, loved it. I was like, wow, this is Turkish food. And one of my Turkish friends was texting me, you're eating Turkish food, how was it? Best. Now, I go there often.
Yeah.
So anytime, I'm talking to my wife, where do you want to go? What do you feel like eating? Meat or rice? Turkish food.
Yeah.
Right? And you're saying, I don't see a lot of Turkish food, but there's a few. They're the best. For me, it's best.
Yeah. So there was at some point there was two to back on that area. So there was a place called Azra, which didn't last long, and then there was a Turkish kebab house. They were literally like side by side
Yeah.
on Bank Street. But Azra closed down. Pita Bell took the place, and funny enough that you mentioned Pita Bell. Pita Bell is like the OG Turkish restaurant, Ottawa, and honestly, what you guys try now is not even as good as what Pita Bell used to be. Like Pita Bell had a drop in quality,
Yeah.
which is kind of disappointing. Because Pita Bell, before the renovation, before they moved on Carling, they had like a small shop, and you would go and the food was insane. The portions, the flavor is still the same, like still good food, but the portion they've shrunk it down quite a bit. So Pita Bell was like the OG Turkish food before we started having all this blow up of Turkish restaurants in the city.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you like it, but I'm telling you, what you're trying today was not as good as what you used to try way back.
Do you focus on like a big franchise restaurants, or like quick go local?
No, anything. And to be honest, I like local better than franchises. Anytime I see a franchise, usually the quality drops significantly, especially if there's like multiple locations within your city. If there's just one franchise, usually it gets a pass or so. But I like local a lot more. Enjoyable significantly more because it's local. Most of the time you're seeing the owner work in the shop.
Yeah.
They care about what's going out there, right? Franchise, you're an owner that's part of a bigger team. You don't really care. There's a standard. Sometimes it drops. But at the end of the day, like you're like, yo, I'm part of a big name. They have their own marketing. Like you're already covered. Like you're already protected by like an umbrella of corporation.
That's right. Yeah.
But when you're local, no, it's you and the customer right away. And you always notice when the minute shops start expanding and they're going a lot of locations, a lot of times the quality drops. The one guys, people are not gonna like that. The one place that's done a really, really good job when they expanded, and I give them credit for, even though I know there's a lot of criticism that comes with, is Juice Dudes. Juice Dudes have done a significant job with expansion. They kept the culture the same. They care about the quality. They really do care about the quality, and they care about the customer service. And I'm glad they're an Ottawa restaurant, and I'm looking forward to see what they do once they move over to Toronto. But these guys, man, like regardless of what you think of them and all that, they've done an amazing job. Smoothie, like food wise, dessert wise, like they're really, really good. And to be honest, they do a good job at providing an experience, because I think restaurants, you often associate restaurants with experiences too. Like I remember the very first time they only had one location before they expanded to Bank Street. I go, they're very upbeat. They're trying to provide, like everybody was so friendly, and I'm like, what's going on? Like the culture, just everybody's very upbeat. The way they serve the food, they pay attention. They have to make sure like they keep it hot until you pick it up. The cold, they keep it in the fridge. They don't even want to keep it outside of the fridge for a millisecond, right? Like if you order a smoothie, they're gonna keep it in the fridge till everything is ready, and then once everything is ready, they serve you the food. Like that small attention to detail, you're like, that's good job. Like good job on that. Like because for me as a customer, I don't pay. I'm not that anal about something, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Like I don't care about that. Like that's tiny of a detail, but to see somebody else pay attention to it, you're like, okay, hold up. They're cooking.
Yeah. Nice. Juice Dudes, eh? The one in Bank Street. Yeah. I know.
They're good. Bank Street, they're always busy.
Let's say somebody is coming from another city to Ottawa, right?
Yeah.
They often talk about either Byward Market or Lansdowne for restaurants. What I felt was like Byward Market, there are a lot of options, pretty crowded. Lansdowne, very overpriced, very franchise-wise. Yeah. That's what I felt, like more fancier. What do you think about those two places?
Lansdowne. So actually, Byward Market, I feel like it's dead. Like even a lot of the restaurants, some of them have survived until today, and I don't know how they've stayed open until today. So I'm not really a huge fan of Byward Market.
Yeah.
Like the most popular thing there is Beaver Tails, right? Like that's the one place you always see busy all the time. Everybody else is struggling to pay rent.
Yeah.
And that Obama coffee shop, that's whole personality is Obama came here and ate, and I'm like, your food is okay. Like even Google ratings, they're not that good. So Byward Market, it needs a revamp. I'm gonna be honest. I think it definitely needs a revamp for a lot of places. Lansdowne is good, but the rent is crazy. So you don't. We used to have like a Lindor shop factory back then, and they used to serve like coffee, like Lindor coffee, Lindor marshmallow, things like that. But they closed down because even for Lindor, it was too hard to survive there.
I remember like 10 years ago back in high school, like there
Yeah.
was no option for halal, and my friends will share like there's no option. And now like it has increased a lot, right?
Yeah. Like before, I was always under the excuse, we don't have many halal options. And then when we did have halal options, people would raise the price because they were the only halal option at the time. But now I don't know. I feel like I don't have an excuse to not eat halal. So nowadays I'm like, for me to go out of my, like I'm almost going out of my way to not eat halal. Right? So I'm just like, no, I'll only eat at halal restaurants or restaurants that have like halal friendly options, good vegetarian options and things like that.
So if someone is to come to Ottawa just for traveling now,
Yeah.
if they search halal food now, they will have a lot of options now.
Oh, a lot of options. A lot of options. Just the number of shawarma shops, the Middle East shops, the Turkish shops, the Afghan shops, all those like ethnic places. Add to it, a lot of places now. When Costco made the switch to just halal chicken, like they're only selling halal chicken.
Yeah.
A lot of people by default kind of switched because that's the provider for a lot of like local businesses. So they have halal certified chicken. The only issue is they can't say they're halal certified because there's so many different steps that goes with it, right? You got to make sure the grill is separate. Like there's a separate grill for you to cook the halal meat,
Yeah.
and you got to make sure there's no cross contamination, all that. So having halal meat is just not enough. There's also There's a few steps that got to go with it for you to be called halal certified,
Yeah.
and for you to actually get the certification. There's some people that are very very strict about the whole halal situation. For me, I care about is the meat halal? Okay, good. Is there cross contamination? No. Okay, good. Is there a separate grill, or is at least the grill clean and you're not cooking any bacon on it? Then for me, I'm good. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Some people need proof. Some people go into depth. They want to see proof. They want to see the certificate. I don't care because I heard the certificate does cost quite a bit of money.
Oh. Yeah.
So some places are not willing to put that kind of money. And to be honest, halal option for some places is not even worth it.
That's right. Yeah.
But there are some areas where you're opening up where you're losing a lot of customers by not being halal. You do lose quite a bit. And the reality is this: out of all the cultures, immigrant culture is the biggest culture, the biggest spenders when it comes to food. Right? Like if you don't believe me, go to the Middle East, go to Dubai, go wherever you want to go in like whatever immigrant country you want to go to. Just go and watch how the food scene is like.
Yeah.
There's always lineups. People don't have money, but people have time to eat, which is insane. They always have money for food. They always have the time to go shopping in the mall. They always have this is the culture, right? Going out to eat is the culture. So for you to go in an area that has, for example, a lot of Muslims, and you choose to not open halal, there's a lot of money you're leaving on the table, right? You don't have to like us. I get it. You don't have to like it or like the system or whatever the case is. But money talks.
Yeah.
And you are leaving a lot of money on the table.
You're missing on something if it is not. Yeah.
100%. Because those are the people that spend the most amount of money.
Right. Yeah.
Go to any like Turkish restaurant during the weekend. Go to any Arab restaurant during the weekend. You'll see a lot of like Arabic families there, a lot of brown families there, because that's what they're gonna be.
Yeah, that's your culture. Is just going as a family. Yeah.
That's the culture. Yeah, you take your family out and you guys go out on the weekend. You're at the restaurant, or in the middle of the week there's a birthday to celebrate. Like that's the culture. Because a lot of these people don't drink, right? So where's their outing? Where are they gonna go? They're gonna go eat. They're gonna go at a restaurant where they can have halal food, eat. Maybe they're gonna go shopping in the mall.
Some people do in a, like a star rating, like 3 out of 5, which like I don't buy it because like what is 3 out of 5? Like it's a food.
Yeah.
What do you think about star ratings?
It's it's subjective. Food is very subjective. Like my word is not Bible. Like I'm not some holy character trying out food and I have better taste buds than everybody else. You can see one item, multiple food reviewers, different ratings from everybody. So for me, take my reading with a grain of salt. This is my opinion. If you've watched my channel before and you've tried something before, and let's say I gave it an 8.3 and you actually felt like it's an 8.3 and we aligned on that item, maybe we'll align on other items. But maybe the next time I try something, maybe we won't align on it.
Right,
And keep in mind, one big thing on food people can tend to forget. Food a lot of times is mood, right? Like what's happening in your life can impact how you taste your food at the time. Biggest example, just recently I released a video on Homer's Donuts. When I actually went to Montreal, and I was going with the anticipation of, I'm going to go try a maple bacon donut. Oh, this donut place is going to be so good. It's all halal, all that, yada, yada, yada. The day we went, it was super cold. So I was frozen, right? And we had already had a couple meals. So we went into Homer's. I tried it. I was like, bro, this is overrated. Like, this is what the hype is about. Like, I would not even go again. Then they came to Gatineau. And when I went to it in Gatineau, weather was good. I just had breakfast, so I was just looking for something sweet. We went. Things were fresh. Like, the donuts were fresh. It wasn't cold. I had a great time. And honestly, I found it to be, like, really good value. I had time to look at the menu. I had time to just be, like, look at the variety and be like, yo, this place is really good. Like, if this place comes to Barhaven, I would never touch Tim Hortons again, Like, this spot was amazing, and it's worth trying out. Two different experiences. Another place I tried recently, Insomnia Cookies. There's a lot of people that raved about it. Like, people were like, yo, this is good cookies, yada, 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 yada. Bro, I tried it. For me, I went in the middle of the night. I had to drive 25 minutes, go check it out, and I found it to be overpriced, and it wasn't that good. Maybe if I try it again, it's good. My friend was telling me, yo, like, this is something we used to have at Kingston every weekend. Like, I love this place. I was like, bro, it's overrated.
What's so special about Montreal and Toronto? Because you mentioned they are in different league.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's the variety. Variety. So Toronto, for me, it's aside from variety, it's the pricing. Because there's so many more suppliers and there's a lot more competition in the city. Generally, things are a little bit cheaper in Toronto. They're not significantly cheaper, but they're cheaper enough where you can notice your spending goes like further than Ottawa. A lot more suppliers, a lot more options. So in Toronto, to survive, you have to be very competitive. Especially go to Ridgeway Plaza. You'll notice, like, a restaurant dropped, did not survive, didn't do well. Another restaurant picked up. Ridgeway Plaza is very, very highly competitive. Like, the places that stay there a long time, they're elite food places. Montreal, same thing. Like, one of my most favorite places is Antep Kebab in Montreal. I've been going there for over a decade. Like, every time I go to Montreal, it's the last place I hit before I hit the road.
Yeah.
What makes them special? Like, they're nothing crazy. If I describe it to you, there's somebody, they make fresh bread. They cook the item per order. And everything, like, fresh ingredients. So everything is fresh about it. And it's good. I like it. The pricing back then was really good. And still now, to some extent, it's comparative to what's here. Like, to grab something similar, you're paying like $3 less there, $4 less there. It's a good place. And it fills you up. That's also another thing. Fresh food.
Fresh, yeah.
Fresh bread. Like, this goes a long way. Your food could be mid, but if your ingredients are fresh, there's a very little chance that you'll get lower than a 7.3, 7.5 as a rating. Because the fresh bread coming out, the food being made just to order, that goes a long, long, long way with customers.
Yeah, which is true, and I relate to that. Let's say if I go to a mall and then there's a Chinese restaurant and they have food already ready and they just pour it on the plate. I don't like that much. Then, like, let's say right beside there's a Thai Express. I order something, they cook it right in front of me. The fire is going, right?
Yeah.
And I lean towards Thai Express.
Yeah.
Then the cooked food on the table, right? So it makes sense. Like, freshness is also something.
It makes a huge
Yeah.
difference. I especially for me, fresh bread. Like, if you're gonna make my food in a fresh bread, it makes a huge difference. Montreal, when I went there recently, a lot of the places were making the bread fresh on the spot.
Yeah.
Which I loved. I love that. Like, it's a small touch, but it goes a long way. People love fresh items, like just being able to eat something fresh, even if I have to wait 10 minutes. I know some people don't like waiting the 10-15 minutes, but for me, like 10-15 minutes to get better food experience, why not?
Yeah.
Right? It's a small touch. Like Shelby's, for example. One of the nice things that I like about them is they brought the fresh sage experience, right? They make your sage right on the spot. They take the food, they apply it, and a lot of people don't like their food, by the way, in Ottawa. They're good. They're good in Toronto. There's a difference.
But I know the guy who makes the video.
Very popular.
He's
guy.
very popular.
Very, very popular. I had the chance to actually meet him recently. Very humble guy.
Yeah.
Very, very, very humble guy. For someone who's like started this whole social media
Damn,
shenanigans and did super well in Canada, super humble guys. Like what these guys did, honestly, kudos to them.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing what they've done. Like when I look at it and how fast they've expanded, just off of the idea of being funny, being relatable, being entertaining during COVID, and just expanding. I'm like, man, like this is what you'd love to do. Like this, you'd love to do that for a restaurant. Take a restaurant, market it in a way where just market it alone can take them so far.
Yeah, and when I'm talking to my friends here in Ottawa, they didn't open the Shelby's. Wasn't here in Ottawa, but it was in Toronto. But everyone knew about Shelby's in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Because the way these guys say pomegranate molasses something, I didn't know what the hell is that, but now I know. And also like no ketchup with shawarma, I didn't know, right? So this guy like there in terms of content
And
creation.
by the way, he's not only benefiting his business. Like the way he's made shawarma so relatable, or he's just made shawarma so prominent, because even though we really know it here in Ottawa, you'll be surprised. Like all around the country, it's not that like people don't know it as well as we know it in Ottawa. Like actually, when we say we're the shawarma capital of the world and how much we're attached to it, it's actually true. Because when you go around the country, or you even go in the U.S., like shawarma is not that prominent, right? Like, but here it's so like everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
Right? Whether you're living under a rock or whether you just got here to the city, everybody knows about shawarma just because of how big of a deal it is here in the city. And this guy, what he's done, right? Like with all the marketing, shawarma this, shawarma that, like people are watching him from the U.S., people are watching from Europe, people are watching the Middle East because of how big he's gotten. I think he indirectly also boosting sales for shawarma shops, right? Prime example, Avengers. The first Avengers that got released, the after scenes is them sitting in a shawarma shop. New York is not popular for shawarma whatsoever. But they're like, you know what? I could go. I think in the movie they mentioned I can go for a shawarma, and then cut to the scenes, and they're just eating shawarma in New York.
Yeah.
That boosted shawarma sales. Like, just that one little scene.
Yeah.
Of them, from the time they mentioned it and to the time they shot that scene, it boosted sales.
That's insane. Yeah.
That's one. All it takes, one video. And this is why it goes back to the original point. Consistency will beat all. Because Instagram today, I have 1,000 followers. All I need is one video to do super, super well. Could be next week, could be next year, could be 2 years from now, whenever it is. And it will take me to a place completely different to where I am today. Because I've watched it firsthand. I've watched it with different accounts. I've watched foodie accounts that have had lower followers than me. Get one video, does 100K, all of a sudden now they're like double my followers. And it's one video.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And you keep in mind, like I have like 132 posts. They have maybe 20 posts. But one of those posts did so well, got shared so much that they're now they surpassed me, right? So this is why consistency. Like it doesn't matter, good video, bad video. And now I'm trying to get into the habit of just release, and do a little minor tweaking here and there just to see where it goes. And then eventually, you never know. Maybe next year we're sitting here, same spot.
Yeah.
And I'm a completely different account than where I am today.
Were there any situation where you did a review but you didn't post it?
There was a couple of times, yeah.
And what was the reason?
There was a place, I had ordered it off Uber Eats, went to go pick it up, and I was excited because I looked at the place. These guys were about to serve catering, menai, shawarma, all that stuff. Take the food, go home. My shawarma tastes like cleaning products. And I was like, yo, I'm about to go in on this place.
Yeah.
Like, this is disgusting. Like, it's not even disgusting in the sense the food is bad. It's disgusting to a level of, why are you spraying near my food?
Mm.
And then I was like, I messaged Uber Eats, the food, yada, yada, yada. I threw it in the garbage, which for me, if I throw your food in the garbage, just know your food is bad.
Yeah.
I don't throw food in the garbage. But by my default behavior, the reason I gain a lot of weight is because I don't throw food in the I hate throwing food away. We're very privileged to be able to purchase food, and we're very privileged to be able to just kind of choose what we want to eat and eat out that often. I hate throwing food away. Like, it's a huge pet peeve of mine. I threw his food in the garbage because I wouldn't even feed it to a cat. And Uber Eats refunded the money, and I was like, yo, do I want to go in and give a business that bad of a review? They've just started. It's been 3 months. I'm like, you know what? The people will do the talking. And I just left it at that. I was like, I got my money back. Sure, I'm not going to get my gas or my time back, but whatever. I'm not dropping the review.
Okay. And then any situation where you're like, I'll just try, and then it ended up being, wow, this is the best experience.
Oh, the best food? Those are usually the best ones. It's usually just finding places by accident. Like the most recent Turkish place, like it's called Divan Turkish Restaurant. This video actually just posted recently. That day, I actually was not in the best mood. It was cold. It was snowing. I got to running errands, and I have like things to do after. And then I just randomly search food. I find it. I was like, you know what? Let's go check it out. I see nobody else reviewed it, so I got a little bit more motivated. And we go check it out, and he has doner sandwiches, freshly baked, right in front of you. He makes everything. He's making it the same way I like to have it in Montreal. I was like, yo, I'm sold. Drop a review. They do really well.
Any restaurants where you have been going regularly, where like this is my go-to? Like, if you have a friends over or family over, we're going there.
Oh, no. This is a problem right now actually for me, because now I tend to try to go to different places, even if my friends or somebody wants to go to a place that I've already kind of done. A lot of times I'm like, can we try something different, right? So it's a problem and not a problem really, but I like to try different things now. Like nowadays, I try a lot more different restaurants than ever before. Before, the places that I really, really used to go to, or like to grab food on the go from, 52. Like that's I don't know how they still have their 5-star review, but they have a 5-star review.
Yeah.
52 sandwiches, really, really good place.
Anytime we travel, we want to go to now like local cafes.
Yeah.
And try their like coffees, right? And we started drinking coffee since last year, and then got addicted to it now.
Yeah.
In Ottawa, we're not that familiar. We tried a couple of them, and there's like matcha now in the social media. Everyone's trying matcha, this, matcha, that. Good cafes in Ottawa.
Best one, my absolute top one, and I think it'll be top one for a very long time, Underground. Underground. They have it down, man, to the T. From flavor, quality, marketing, even their aesthetics. To me, they have it down to a T. I always look forward to them having new flavors. So they're really like, this is a good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underground. Is it in downtown? Where is it?
Bronson.
Bronson. Okay.
I want to say some Bronson. Yeah. Dow Cafe, also really good. Dow Cafe, in my opinion, the way they do their aesthetics and the food, they even do halal. Like these guys also have it down to a T. They're always busy. You always go there. They're always busy. Okay. Some places just know how to exist. To be honest, like they just know how to do their A to Z very, very well.
Okay, I'll make sure to try them. So as a food reviewer, content creator, what advice you would give to restaurants who like newly opened?
Seek content creation. Like seek content creators in the city, or seek somebody that's going to do marketing for your place, because right now this is the only way you're going to survive. Because if people don't know about you, they don't know about you, right? And Ottawa is as small as it is a pretty big city, right? Like I when I go to Orleans, it's like I'm discovering restaurants for the very first time sometimes. I remember the Orleans from 2016, which didn't have much. Yeah. Right? Canada, same thing. Like a lot of these places now, the variety is insane, and how fast they've grown in the last just the 5 years alone is absolutely insane. So to stay relevant, you have to have some kind of social media presence.
You have seen my studio, my podcast, right? As a content creator, you already given me a lot of good advice, being consistent, any other advice that you can give it to me?
Yeah, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. You'll have your own audience. That's the reality of things. You're gonna have people that don't like you, and that's fine. It's not a big deal. You're no one is meant to be loved by everyone or liked by everyone. And just don't overthink your content, and just be your own biggest critic, and also just pay attention to what you do, what does well. You always go back to what did well, right? And whatever that did well for you, whatever that style is, double down on it. Because I've seen some of the guys that found their style.
Yeah.
By the way, every social media person that you see, especially if they're doing it for the first time, they've had to change things up until they found the thing that worked best, and that's the thing you got to double down on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice. Any guest recommendation that you have for me in content creation, where who would be willing to come or would be good for myself?
I think Two Bites will want to come after he sees this.
2 Bites TV, I follow him.
Yeah, Two Bites will want to come do this. Shout out Two Bites. Getting somebody who's a business owner would be a good idea too. Crumble Cookie.
Okay.
Shout out Andy. He probably, I don't know if he would want to do this or not, but you can always reach out to him.
Yeah.
And also, I just want to say, guys, if you're watching this podcast, anybody want to sponsor me for the World Cup, I would love to be part of it. That's my main passion. Food is just secondary.
World Cup. Talking about World Cup, who do you think gonna win World Cup this year?
I'm biased.
Next year, yeah.
I'm biased. I'm going to support my country till we go out. So Egypt all the way, even though we have a disaster of a team, but I'm supporting them until we go out.
Egypt is a good team, man. Mohamed Salah, he's been in the controversy now.
He is,
right?
yeah. He's all over the place right now.
Yeah.
But he's not just him, man. Our organization is terrible. Like the whole national team needs a revamp. We're so behind. We're too attached to our history. We're the greatest African country. Cool. We were like over a decade ago. We haven't done much. We couldn't capitalize on having the best player in the world and the second best player last season too.
Yeah.
Right? Because we have another guy playing in City, Omar Marmoush. We also have a guy that Barcelona tried to sign, but because of club politics, man, he might not go to Barcelona. So
who is he?
So Hamza Abdelrazak, he's a U17 player.
Yeah.
If we want to compare him to a player profile, we're looking at Erling Haaland. He's similar.
Oh.
Big guy, good aerial presence, fast, all that stuff. So Barca sees something in him. They don't have a lot of attackers in their B team, and they want to sign him. But unfortunately, he plays for the biggest club in Egypt and in Africa, and these guys are known not to let their players go very easily. So it's kind of shitty.
Okay. Otherwise, Egypt is a good team. Like Morocco.
The thing is, Morocco, what they have done, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Morocco, like shout out Morocco. Honestly, man, what they have. So what you're seeing now, like this is why things take planning. Things don't happen overnight, especially in football. What you're seeing now started in 2009.
Right.
Like they started a national team academy. The king of Morocco backed it. And now you're seeing the graduates of this academy now join the ranks of the national team. Like now you're seeing them on the U17 level win the World Cup. On the Olympics, they're finishing third.
Yeah.
On the main stage, they're semi-finalists. And you're like, damn. Like these guys took what they had, which was raw talent. Now players, instead of representing Spain or Netherlands or Belgium, because that's a lot of their big players. They now go represent Morocco. They're not their national team, and you're like, this what they've built is amazing. And even if they don't win African Cup of Nations or World Cup, if they keep going at the rate they're going at, they're bound to win something.
Yeah. I was like, last World Cup, I was like surprised because before that I wasn't familiar with Moroccan football team, and now suddenly they're winning World Cups, and that's crazy.
Man, it's what they're doing. I'm, as an Egyptian, I'm a little jealous just because we've always had raw talent forever. We've had raw talent forever, man. Like Mo Salah, the people that see now, he wasn't even the best player in the national team during the U20 World Cup. Like he was not the main guy. What Mo Salah is like a symbol of hard work, dedication, and resilience.
Yeah.
That no Egyptian footballer was capable of doing. But talent-wise, no, we've had for generations, we've had a lot more talented players than Mo Salah. A lot more talented players. You look at guys like El Nini, a guy of his profile playing for Arsenal, you're like, huh? How? You can't even pass the ball, but it's because he's hard work. He's a very, very solid professional. El Nini, believe it or not, has more coaching licenses than the manager that's managing Egypt right now.
The El Nini has?
Yeah, he has. He has his UEFA B license, I think it is, and he's working on getting his UEFA Pro license.
Yeah.
So you look at someone like that, and you're like, he's putting in hours, he's putting in work. He has zero talent, but this guy, like, good for him. This is why I don't like people. I don't like people being critical of each other because you don't like. Sure, he's talentless, but what happens when he finally gets to the finish line and he makes it and he does super well, and you look on his career, and he has a better career than a lot of players in Egypt that you idolize. What are you gonna say then, right? Like he's worked very, very hard, and people are very critical of him because he doesn't have the talent. So what? Mikel Arteta was not the greatest Spanish player of all time. He was a mid player at Arsenal. He was not crazy.
Yeah.
But as a manager, he's doing well. He has a lot of tweaking to do, but as a manager, he's doing super well, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Who are they playing Egypt this World Cup?
So they're playing Belgium, Iran, and New Zealand. On paper, we should be going through. We should be second, even first, by the way, because Belgium Golden Generation is gone.
Gone, yeah.
So
Iran is pretty
Iran is a good team. They're always a surprise in the Asian Cup, but this is not Asian Cup. Like Egypt have the talent to beat Iran, but again, do we have the manager? Do we have the? Because soccer is not just 11 players playing.
Yeah,
it's years of and I hate saying soccer too. This is the thing that's
Football.
gonna bother. This is the thing that's gonna bother me this World Cup.
Yeah,
Hearing analysts with no knowledge just sit down, play down how good of a sport football is. Bro, I hate how Americanized this World Cup is going to be.
Yeah.
They're even taking breaks for commercials.
Already happening, right? Yeah,
It's already happening with ticket prices, all that stuff. But guys, sponsor me. I want to be an analyst for this. I have great football knowledge.
Yeah,
food is just forget the food.
Food is secondary.
Food is very secondary.
Yeah.
You guys want to have a good World Cup experience? Hire me. Whoever you are, whether you're TSN, Sportsnet, CBC, I'm going independent. I don't care.
Oh my God, we had such a long conversation, and we talked about foods, Ottawa. Now ended up with football. So really enjoyed it. How was your experience?
Honestly, really good.
Nice.
Really good, man. Thank you for the experience. To be honest, this is my first podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully not my last, guys. Come on, call me up, man.
You're really good. It doesn't look like this is your first podcast. You're very.
No, I can talk out of my ass for days, bro. Like it's not, it's not a problem for me. Like I can talk out of my ass for days. But no, honestly, thanks for the experience, bro. I loved it. Best of luck with this. This can be an annual thing, guys. How about that? We'll track progress every year on this podcast.
100%. Yeah, thank you very much. And then hopefully, I can bring some of the friends circle to write reviews and
let me know who you want. I'll message them for you.
For sure. Thank you. And thank you for a good experience.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, man. Thank you so much for watching this episode till the end. I really appreciate it. If you haven't, please subscribe me on YouTube. You can find me on Guff-Gaaf Unfiltered with Sudesh Gurung. If you're in social media, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram on Guff-Gaaf Unfiltered. If you have guest recommendation or you want to be on my podcast, please message me. Please let me know how I can improve this podcast and keep supporting so I can bring guests from different areas, different professions, and they can enlighten our episodes with their insight and experience. Thank you once again.